Hey guys, Pete here. I wanted to make a video with some tips on how the dark purple or eighth candy works in Candy Crush Soda and in Candy Crush Jelly. So you can see there that I made a striped match with the dark candy. I'm going to do one again here. I could do it up and down, or I could do it, left to right here. But what it does is it makes sort of a super stripe where the whole thing clears out the board instead of just a stripe in the middle. Here we can make the T-shaped, which is going to make an explosion like a wrapped candy all around this area. You can see how far it goes. Only takes one layer off the honey at the bottom, but you can see how big the radius it has here. So it's good for a small space when you want to clear it out. Here I could make the T again, or a striped. The striped won't take out the bottom row all the way, but you can see it made a little bit of damage on the layer, so I went with that one there. And so basically the way that it works, the dark purple candy, is any special match you make with it, it activates right away, and it gives you a really cool special effect right at that time. You can make all the special matches with it. You would see the fish here in a second. Like here, I could make the striped, it would clear everything out, or I could make the striped at either one of those spots. I went ahead and made the fish just so you can see. It releases 4 fish if you make the fish shape with 4 candies. It will make 5 if you make it with like a tail on top. There again, it's just a regular fish shape match, a square, and then like I said, it'll send off as many. Excuse me, it'll send off as many fish as you have candy in the match. So there goes our 4. So one of the things to keep in mind with this is that it works exactly the same in Candy Soda and in Jelly Saga. So I'm gonna go ahead, since this is a skinny board here, I'm gonna go ahead and switch games and talk about the bigger matches on a board that has a little more room, so I can set them up. But it's this is a feature I really liked when it first came out, and so yeah, here we go in Jelly. And I'm gonna try to make a color bomb match and a color and candy match. But yeah, it's a feature I really liked when it first came out in Soda, and so I was really excited to see that they left it in Jelly the same way. There you can see I made a striped match with it, and you can see that it covered where it hit the jelly, it spread it all the way along the line. Same here. It'll spread it just like it does with any other special. Same with the wrap plus the striped. It'll spread it in both directions. So we'll hopefully get some. We get a place where we can set up the. There's a fish, dark purple fish. We'll get a place here where we can set up a color bomb or color and candy match before too long. This is a good board for it because it's wide open and they fall down pretty liberally. Okay, so here is the color and candy one. So you can see that it doesn't leave anything behind. It just goes straight into the mode where it will paint all the colors all the candies dark purple. And you see a bunch of fish take off, and there was color bomb explosion in there, but since there wasn't much to cover up left, and I'll just drop things into place down here and hopefully set up a color bomb match quickly. They're about equal, I think, on this. If there's not a lot of space, that color and candy one is not quite as good, because it doesn't send out the shockwave across the whole board like the color bomb one does. But on a big board like that one, you obviously get a pretty good effect. So here maybe we can drop down, we can set this up, drop the dark one down from the top, and get a color bomb. We got a blue candy in the way. So what else? Maybe we can drop one from the top here. We got our, yeah, there we go. So now we just got to drop one into place, And there it is, and you'll see this will send out a shockwave explosion and cover the whole board in jelly because it was set off on the jelly. And if there were blockers out there, it would take a layer off all the blockers, just like a regular color bomb, except for you don't have to activate it. It goes off automatically. A couple things to keep in mind when you're playing Jelly Saga that are different than Soda Saga when it comes to these dark purples is that if you're playing one of the bosses like Queen or Cupcake Carl, here's another color bomb one, it doesn't give you an extra move. It doesn't stun them like making a special candy does, so that's kind of annoying, but as long as you know it going into that, it's just not going to give you an extra move. Other than that, they work the same in both games. It's like I said, it's a really cool feature. It's pretty easy to understand after you play around with it. I don't know. It's pretty much in Jelly Saga towards towards the beginning. It doesn't come into Soda Saga until later in the game. But if you got any more questions about how it works, you can leave them in the comments, and I'll try to answer them for you. And just use it like you would specials and try to get them. There's a lot of levels where you need them to clear off like blockers and things like that, like without some of the bigger purple candy matches, or the 8th candy they call it, because it's the 8th color in Soda Saga. You're gonna need to get them to drop. So if you're having trouble getting past the board with a bunch of blockers, or a bunch of where you need to spread the jelly or something like that, start making matches from the top that'll get more pieces to drop on the board, and it'll set it up. So like I said, if you have any questions, leave a comment and I'll try to answer it. Please like the video. I'll be making new how to play videos with commentary like this with tips, so please subscribe to my channel to help support it, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.